So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 139, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Well, breaking a couple fucking rules today as usual. I don't even know what the point of having these rules are if I just, break them casually. I'm thirsty, so I got this bubbly melted ice pop edition. And I got the phone going because a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in a long time, we were just started talking for a minute. So, breaking all the fucking rules, man. I guess I'm not going to sit and go about the fucking... go through the motions or whatever, motions, I'm not sure what the actual term is. A good friend of all of ours here, and in the Devastator community, he died this week. And I know a lot of people use different terminology and passed away and this and that, but I don't know. I can't get all wrapped up in the fucking semantics and nomenclature of these things. But I was definitely not expecting that. Gasp moved on. And I don't know if a lot of people know or not. I'm not sure if any of you guys had relationships with Gasp, but he did have health problems that he was constantly battling. And the last I knew, everything was looking on the up and up. These scans came back way better than expected, and but it was always known, verbally, that I could die any minute. I could die any minute from he had fucking cancer, and I guess it's fucked up because. I mean, it's fucked up in general, but it's fucked up because he always said that stuff, and I knew it, and I believed it, but it's fucking weird. It's like you hear it, but it's coming from a person that's alive, and you're like, oh, well, maybe, in the back of your mind or whatever the fuck, you're like, oh, maybe that's not going to happen in this case. And definitely not the fucking case. And I am really fucking sad about that. Because I can't say it was unexpected because of the openness of his illness that he would talk about. But it was unexpected timing wise. I didn't think that was, I guess in my mind, and probably in a lot of people's mind, it's like the movies, there's like this big lead up and fucking, and it's not like I've never dealt with people dying before. Fuck. Dealt with all kinds of people dying just since you guys have been listening, but it's fucking every time it's like fucking weird, man. I guess we have this permanent predisposition of death a lot of us anyway, I would almost bet that there's this lead up, and there's this hospital bed, and there's this fucking, you get to talk to the person, and you get to fucking, and it's like, they're not doing too good, and then the next scene they're at the fucking service, oh, fucking power's flashing, boy. It's not a very strong light. Maybe it's sensitive to small fluctuations, whatever it's called. So I wasn't expecting that. I actually fucking opened up Instagram and I said, "Who the fuck is this?" I said, what am I looking at here? Hold on a second. I don't know this person. And then that's where the announcement was made, and I was like, I was in fucking Walmart. I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't even really say anything at first because, I try to, anytime stuff like that happens, I always try to give it 24 hours, since it's at least 24 hours, if not at all, depending on the situation of everybody involved. But I just wanted to see what was going on, and the fuck. And Gasp was a fucking good person, man. A fucking like a grade A just person. And when I'm not gonna tell you what I fucked up, but I fucked up a bunch of shit once, like a lot. I mean, I thought it was fucked up. It probably wasn't. And the reason I say that is because it all went out. And believe me, if the fucking scribe tip is loose or whatever the fuck, I hear about the shit. People are not afraid to let me know if something is fucked up. And all this stuff went out. And it wasn't a lot. It wasn't all of it. Let's put it that way. It wasn't like I made 100 bottles of this shit and then sent them all out and I found out they were all bad. But it was probably like 20 bottles of something that went out. And then I found out it was a fucking stupid mathematical fucking error, because obviously I have that city school education, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I made this simple equation fucking totally wrong, totally fucked everything up. And but I never heard anything. And what I did was, I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm saying too much, but who knows. I changed the color of the label after I figured it out. So then if anyone said it was fucked up, I could tell if they had the fucking if they had the one that I mismeasured. So I did have a system in place to make sure, but no one ever said anything, and it wasn't fucked up like it didn't work. It just wasn't measured properly. But the point of this is, I was talking to Gasp about it, and I was like, "Can I call you?" Hell yeah, call me. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I fucking fucked all this shit up. I sent it all out, blah, 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 blah. And actually, he had some that was sent to him. And I said, fuck. And he's like, well, when it gets here, I'll let you know. And he's like, but don't even fucking worry about it. We'll just see. Let's see. It's just a measuring mistake, or it was an error. It wasn't, maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. And it turned out to be all right. But he knew all the right things to say, to fucking calm me down. Because I was like, me, man, I take this shit seriously. Like that sucker punch shit that I totally overlooked testing in a fucking mop. And I wish that would have fucking panned out, because it worked really good in just dumping it on the fucking test board and trying to cover it. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. And I just never tried the vessel, man. That would have been the way. But I remember at one point, Gasp. I can't remember what the fuck we were talking about. And he was like, I came into some money. He's like, and I want to do something for you. And I was like, oh shit, all right, what do you got in mind? It's like, it's totally up to you. He said, I want to invest in Devastator, and he's like, I can't just give it to you. He said, but he's like, I want to send you some money. He's like, and I want you to do some projects with it and just pay me back as you can, whenever you can, and we'll work it out. And I was like, shit. I mean, I take fucking loans out all the time, you know, to do this shit with fucking crazy interest rate. And he's like, no interest. Just pay me back. That's all I ask. And this motherfucker saying cash, like fucking wrapped up. I was like, oh shit, I feel like I was selling dope. And so Gasp silently funded a few projects, and it was just because he's like, I got this, and I'm just gonna buy some shit with it. But if you can build some shit with it, fucking, I'd rather see that. And that was just like, fucking A, man. You know, I mean, a lot of people have done that over the years in different ways. But Gasp was one of them, you know, and just always had kind things to say. And I'm really going to miss you. I'm going to miss talking to you. Fucking May has like notoriously sucked for me and Erica. Fucking May, man. Something about May. AJ died in May. Fucking Gary, her dad, fucking my grandmother, fucking, and that's just what I can think about. I think Anna died in May. It was just not a good fucking month, apparently. So, shout out to you, Gasp. I know all of us will fucking see you when we get there, and I, for one, will see you when I get there. And I love you very much. And I wish we could have just got to bullshit one last time. I mean, I guess we did get to bullshit one last time. Whenever that was, you know? I mean, it wasn't long ago. I could look and see. I don't even want to look and see, though. You know, because it was probably just us fucking saying our normal shit. But, you know, every so often we would have a long talk. And I wish our send-off was that. But again, it's not the fucking movies, you know? Real life is not the movies. You don't always get the long fucking monologue or dialogue or whatever. Sometimes it's just a story reply was the last thing, you know? But life is a motherfucker like that. You know, I think that's part of it, right? You don't get to pick and choose. That would be too easy. Fucking, you know. And you know, I don't really know what else. I don't know what the fuck else is going on. Running those black 8 tests. I don't know why I did a whole nother test board with all this other shit, all these other paints and fucking coatings. I think the shit works pretty good. You know, it's always the shit that you don't think that's gonna beat it. Like that's a fucking, like the Montana, the first board, I think I had some Montana gold that I got, which I thought was a steal for $7 a fucking can. I was like, oh shit, on clearance. I was like, yeah. Because them bitches at that spot are normally $14. So to me, I seen $7. And I was like, yeah. But I guess some people said like Ace Hardware's got Montana cans, different ones. Not they got a Spanish Montana, I think, for fucking like $5 or something, for $6. I've never seen that shit. But anyway, so the Montana Blue, I think it was Dolphin, Montana Gold, that beat it in one. I think it was one coat. And it was a boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I think it was one coat. You could see, that there was something under there. There was no fucking bleed, though. And if I'm remembering correctly right now, everything else, like what I have up there on it now, everything bled. Or no, I'm sorry. The gold, Rusto Gold, fucking beat it, too. As far as I can tell looking at it. So it's always like weird shit, like Rusto fucking, whatever, yellow, blue, fucking green fails. But that Rusto fucking with that heavy pigment fucking gold beats it. And then the Montana Gold fucking Dolphin Blue beats it. Kills made it even look better, I think. I think the bleed through the fuck, and I got the level 3 kills or whatever the fuck that is, and I only got that just for you guys because every time I do a cover test, buff test, I guess you could call it too, someone's always like, oh, the kills, kills, please. You want to kill something, go get you a can of fucking Montana Gold and hit it with that, and then paint over that, and then you'll be straight. This apparently a fucking only something that someone like me in my position would know that apparently is the way to go. If you but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just my shit. I don't know. And this makes me want to do these panels. It makes me want to do more panels like this with like the violet and all that kind of shit, because I always did like minimal shit. I did a couple roll coats of fucking Sherwin or roll coat, whatever. And I've always known that spray paint buff tests don't fucking work. Like, it doesn't work. Like if that's what you're doing to prove that your shit is whatever, I mean, the solvent just reactivates the fucking ink and shit and from the can, so those will always, and they look great on video, what I mean, it looks great, the shit looks killer. But if you want to do a real shit, you gotta roll with multiple coats. So I think the last one, what did I do 3 coats? I don't even fucking remember. But this one I only got 1 down, so I'll show you guys that. And I think the kills in this one fucking professional grade, whatever the fuck it is, the Sherwin shit. I got a lot of Sherwin. I can't remember what kind of Sherwin marine shit for fucking painting fucking shit that's in water or something like that. That did pretty good, but that fucking shit's still wet. And I did that yesterday. And then I think the actual Rust-Oleum fucking bucket shit that I had, that didn't cover it in one. So I'm proud of that too. And it's weird because like that looks like it's bleeding through black. And everything else bleeds through pink with that shit. So it's like, I don't even fucking know. Like, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Whatever. So I'll continue with that. And the fuck else we got? Oh man, no, I shouldn't even say nothing, because eventually this is all gonna turn into something. But someone posted some shit the other day, some other person, and they were like, oh, fastest shipping times in the fucking game, fucking no more of that 4 or 5 day until it ships bullshit or whatever. And I kind of took that personal, like, because that's kind of like my window. But all that tells me is that you don't have no fucking job. Like, that's what you got to do today. So today is my quote-unquote day off. I've made fucking 40 scribes, 2 quarts of different ink. I've done, what the fuck else did I do? What did I do? I did the scribes, the ink. I can't even remember. And I've been in and out of the house driving people to places and going and picking up shit and dropping shit off and people up and fucking Walmart fucking shopping or whatever the fuck. I think 9 fucking times today. So that's 18 fucking times pulling out and pulling back in the fucking house. And this is my day off. It's... Son, if you're fucking talking about fucking within the next 15 minutes shipping everything, you got no job. You got no job. You got no responsibility. I hate to say it. Maybe you do, but I don't think so. Not. And you know what? I wouldn't even say nothing if I didn't feel like that was like some kind of braggadocious fucking baloney. You know what I mean? Fucking. Oh, fucking. I fucking ship. Blah blah. Man, whatever, dog. And you know what? The reason I give myself that fucking window is because shit fucking happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens. Shit breaks, shit spills, fucking kids gotta go to the fucking emergency room, kids gotta fucking do this or that, you know, like shit happens. So that's why I never promise like next day fucking whatever. It's just not, it's not realistic. And if that's then you got to stick with that. Like, it's hard doing limited trust every Friday when I set that standard for myself. Now you got to stick with it, you know? So, you know, I even bumped the shipping thing up to 6 days because fucking shit happens, man. And I knock these shits out fucking as quick as I can. Sometimes shit comes in and it goes out that day. It depends on what I got going on. But every minute that I have that's like not fucking, that's I'm not doing floors or not driving children somewhere, I'm fucking in the basement making fucking Devastator shit. Or like today, I built those 40 fucking scribes. I got everything ready. I shouldn't even say they're done. So now I can go upstairs and fucking, and I could sit with Erica for a little bit and I'll bring all that shit upstairs and I can sit and make that shit in the living room and watch fucking live PD. But I can't just sit there and not do, you know, and do nothing and watch fucking TV because that's just not something that I can do. I feel like I'm wasting time. And then if I'm just down in the fucking basement, I'm not, you know, spending any time talking with anybody in my family or seeing what's going on or doing any of that shit. So I try my best to get everything that I can do done in the basement, and then I can bring it upstairs and do some shit upstairs because I told Erica that I'm not going to fucking ruin our upstairs or our coffee table again. So that being said, I can't do any of that type of shit that I do in the basement upstairs. I can only do final assembly and packaging upstairs. That's all I'm allowed to do. So, but guess what? I fucking I already ate dinner. I had a salad, so I don't have to eat. But I do have to go in and fucking final assembly these scribes and yeah, and I got a fucking shit-ass fucking weekend ahead of me. So everyone planning on doing dumb shit, you won't get out of jail till Tuesday. So don't go to jail tonight because it's a holiday Monday. And I will see you Friday. I love you guys. Gasp, I love you. Gasp forever. And I will think about you. And I appreciate everything you did for me and Devastator as a whole. And Gasp has... I'm thinking, because I know the handful of people that have nasty Devastator collections. Gasp might have the largest variety of prototypes, one-offs, fucking custom shit. And just drops things that came out. So, I love you, my friend. We will always think about you, Charlie. You're a good one. And I'm fucking sorry that this all happened.